everybody, welcome back to the Craft Beer Cult. Today we're going to go over some pumpkin beers.
Yeah, happy Halloween, folks. Started with our recent Northwoods Brewery post, and we're kind of continuing it on.
Yeah, a little bit of follow-up, I guess.
Yeah.
But today we got some clown shoes. It's actually a pumpkin stout. We'll see how that goes. We also have some Evil Twin. They have a pumpkin porter, a chocolate pumpkin porter, another stout.
Sounds interesting.
And then we have the critically acclaimed Greater Good, the Great Pumpkin, or the Greater Pumpkin.
Yeah, I think so. And I'm looking forward to that one. I think that's the one that
I've heard a lot about that, and that's an IPA.
Yeah,
so
that's the one I'm most interested in.
We'll see where that goes. We're gonna start cracking these bad boys open for our pumpkin special. Oh, yeah, we are missing Joey. It's homecoming weekend at his high school, so he couldn't make it tonight. We got clown shoes. This is a
pumpkin sombrero, a Mexican-style chocolate stout.
It goes in line with their Lucador series, which is a series of their stouts, and every 2 to 3 months they switch it up with a different flavor.
Yeah, they do.
We have tried a couple, and I honestly didn't like any of them.
Yeah, this one's got about a 7% alcohol content. Wow, it's got really good aroma, Fred.
It's got a great chocolatey aroma. I don't smell much pumpkin. A little bit of like sweetness, but
so do you ever get nervous when you're smelling the beer that you can actually suck it up through your nostrils?
I have.
Okay, all right, good, because I feel that way.
It's actually pretty good. Overwhelming chocolate, though. I mean, not overwhelming, but predominant.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it does have quite a bit of chocolate. It's pretty heavy, too, on the body.
It is definitely a heavy body beer.
Mm-hmm.
I get pumpkin, but very faint in the background. I mean, most of it I'm getting chocolate. What do you give it for a rating then, Tap?
I think I'm going to give this one a 5.
5. I'm gonna give it a 6 because overall it is pretty drinkable. I did get some pumpkin, not much. It's labeled as a pumpkin beer, but
I think that's what it is for me. Like when I think Mexican stout, I'm expecting a kick with some pepper, and I'm expecting a little bit of pumpkin, and I got neither. So
neither. I have to agree with you there.
So that's why I did that.
We got a 5.5 on the cult scale.
Yeah. Yep. Well, cheers.
For the chocolate sombrero, or pumpkin chocolate sombrero.
Here you go, buddy.
Enjoy.
Hey, did you ever have an issue where your beers are too freaking warm and you need to cool them down quick? Well, here's a trick. You got regular kosher like table salt crap. No, you don't need that. Here is the good stuff, right? This is the kosher. My wife uses this for her cooking. You just take it, you just kind of like throw it in there, just like that. And then what you do is you just take the water, just pour the water in here, just like that. And now it's going to get cold pretty quick. So there's a tip on how to cool your beers pretty quick. Right back at you, the Craft Beer Cult.
All right, this is from a brewery out in Pennsylvania for our second beer tonight. You want to elaborate there, Tap?
Well, it's called Trick or Treat. It's got like a 7.8% alcohol content, 35 IBU. It's a porter, chocolate pumpkin porter. I don't know much about this brewery. Evil Genius Beer Company is what the brewery is called. I know it's from Pennsylvania, but that's about what I know.
We have their founder right here.
Pittston, Pennsylvania, wherever that is. Philly. It's actually out of Philly. I'm kind of interested to try this. Living in Pennsylvania before, it's kind of piqued my curiosity, to be honest with you. Wow. It's very different than what we've had so far.
I mean, the last one was pretty much a stout as a porter.
Yeah.
So the last one was pretty much the same style, but
this is lighter.
Much lighter body. Definitely, I think this one's almost heavier on the chocolate, to be honest with you.
It's lighter body, heavier on the chocolate. It gives me like, forgive me for saying, more of a seltzer feel.
It is a little seltzery. I did notice that light, that really carbonation over the tongue. And I'm getting less pumpkin in this than I did the last.
Oh, there's pumpkin in this? I must have missed that one.
Must have missed that. Well, as a pumpkin porter, what are you rating it, Tap?
Because it's seltzery and stuff, I think I'm going to give this a 4.5.
I think I'm with you on that.
Yeah, well, we agree.
4.5.
Cheers.
It's not even as drinkable.
The other one was...
The Clown Shoes was definitely more drinkable than this.
Yeah.
I gotta say. But we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to get back to you with the third beer. Baby, you're just nothing yet. All right. Our third beer from the pumpkin special.
Yeah.
I guess we'll call it. Soiree. Is Greater Good.
Yeah, I like Greater Good. Yeah,
Giant pumpkin.
Giant pumpkin, yep.
Was it 8%?
8% Imperial Pumpkin Ale. So, different than the other two we've had. The other two have been kind of like stouts and porters. I'm really looking forward to this one here because I really like this brewery.
Now that, I taste pumpkin.
It smells very different than the other two as well.
It does. I don't get pumpkin off the aroma.
I'm not smelling the pumpkin on the aroma either. No.
But it smells like an IPA.
It is light too.
Mm-hmm.
The taste doesn't leave me a bitterness either on my tongue.
No.
It's pretty smooth.
Very smooth IPA.
I like it. I really do.
It's pretty good.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it. I get the pumpkin. I get those fall flavors.
Yeah.
Nutmeg.
No, this is something I would definitely recommend buying. It is 8%. I would definitely recommend buying this and keeping it.
If you like pumpkin beers, I mean, this definitely is one of the better.
It's great for the season. Get a 4-pack.
What are you gonna give it for a rating there, Tap?
I think I'm gonna give this one a 6.25.
6.25. Let me try that again.
I'm giving it a 6.25 for the beers we tried tonight. This is the pumpkin flavor. I haven't even tasted from the other two.
I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
6.5. So it's like 6 1/3.
6 1/3.
I don't know.
It's a little strange, but
Al Gore math.
we'll go with it. Al Gore math. So we're gonna take a commercial break, and we'll get back to you.
Cheers.
Right after that.
Hey.
We're back. We decided to do a fourth beer in the pumpkin special. This is Shipyard Pumpkinhead Ale. And honestly, to me, I think this is one of the quintessential pumpkin beers that people look for every year.
This is out everywhere around us and what most people usually drink and what most people get for a pumpkin beer.
Right away, you smell it. It smells like a pumpkin pie.
I can smell the pumpkin.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You get that aroma right away.
Tastes like pumpkin pie too. 4.6%. It's pretty good, Fred. It's pretty good.
I mean, I can taste the pumpkin throughout. It's not overwhelming.
It's a good beer.
A hint sweet, but not too bad.
It is sweet, but
I can drink this.
Yes.
I don't need the rim. I don't need
I don't need the fucking vodka shot and the cinnamon sugar.
None of that shit. But what do you give it for a rating, Tap?
I'm going to give this one a 6.
6. I'm going to go... even though it's not a craft beer per se, and we did dig a little into that.
We did.
This bottle was brewed in Rochester, New York. And when we did a little digging, we found out that it was probably brewed at Rock Brewing.
Rock Brewing out of Rochester.
Out of Rochester, who is kind of partnered and slightly funded by Jim Cook.
There's some sort of relationship there.
Who also, we found, funded another brewery, Dogfish, out of Maryland.
Maryland. Yeah,
so, cheers to Jim Cook.
Thank you. Thanks for keeping craft beer alive.
Really, helping out the craft beer community.
Exactly. Something to be said about that.
Maybe you're bringing them into mainstream a little too much, but hey, you're keeping them alive.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
But my rating, I'm going to go a 7.5 on this one. Just because of the drinkability And when you're looking for a pumpkin beer, I'm sorry. I mean, this
7.5. That's
is the
really
way to go.
high. So 6, 7.5. You're basically at 6 3/4.
6 3/4. It is.
Good rating.
Cheers. Cheers to Shipyard. I
Nice
wish it
job.
was still brewed. I wish this bottle was brewed in Portland, but
That's what
hey,
I thought.
you can't have everything. Cheers, everybody.
Till next
Happy
time.
Halloween. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Trick or treat.